It seems like TikTok is just commercials nowadays. No matter where you look, you're either seeing an actual sponsored ad or you're seeing somebody selling something on the TikTok shop. It's kind of sad, the decline of the platform. I used to go on TikTok every day. I still kind of go on it a little too much. I think it's ultimately been a bad thing for humanity. If TikTok, this is humanity if TikTok never existed. This is humanity now. We've all suffered severe brain rot, but the TikTok shop has basically made the platform unviewable or unbearable to scroll on. There are probably some small businesses on the TikTok shop that are actually legit businesses. I don't think I've ever seen one, to be honest. And I'm on TikTok hours a day. I don't think I've ever seen anything that wasn't drop shipped garbage. Now, I hear that makeup is like a huge thing where people are repackaging makeup. I'm not on that side of TikTok. I'm on the side of TikTok that's selling bootleg emulation consoles, specifically Anbernic consoles, which Anbernic is an actual like legit company. The things they make work and they're very good. I actually bought one off of the TikTok shop and it was great. I love it. However, I dropped it. Oh, it's not going to turn on now. I dropped it about approximately 1 foot off the couch. I dropped it and now this side of the screen doesn't show anything anymore, like this little sliver, and all of the colors are messed up. So it's kind of unusable. It really makes everything look awful now. You can't really, and I'm colorblind to begin with, so it's tough. But I bought this off the TikTok shop. It took weeks to get here, obviously because it was drop shipped from China. And I will say I was satisfied with my purchase, but I knew what this was. I knew it was a drop shipped item. I knew that I would have to replace the SD cards that came with it. The SD cards that came with it were filled with garbage ROMs that would probably not work. So I basically got my own SD cards and put them in here and loaded my own software on here. I did my research. Most people on TikTok do not do their research. They see somebody with a shiny device that says, there's 100,000 games on here. Now, I did a lot of research and I've been doing emulation my whole life. Sorry, Nintendo. The whole reason I wanted this device was to play Pokemon ROM hacks, because that's the only really good Pokemon games that exist nowadays, besides Pal World. But I like playing Pokemon ROM hacks, but I hate playing them on my phone because there's no buttons, obviously. However, even though I've bought one, I still have not stopped seeing ads for it. Every other scroll on my For You page is some sort of Anbernic device. And I had a little bit of a lull after Christmas where I wasn't seeing that stuff. It was actually nice. It was back to the old days where I was seeing stuff that really is bad for my mental health on my TikTok feed. Here's an example of one of my likes. But I started seeing more ads for this and I was like, I wonder why people are really pushing these Anbernic devices again. Specifically, it's the Anbernic 35XX, which is the one that I just showed you. And I was like, why is this like popping up again? It's kind of, I didn't see this for a while. Turns out they came out with a better version of it, so everyone's just trying to offload all of the shittier version that they have. They came out with the Anbernic 35XX Plus, which has significantly more RAM, can play more games. You can play PSP games or something on it now. But most people don't know that. And I really don't know who it's advertising for, because most people that, at least in my head, if you're like looking for an emulation device and whatnot, you have to be at least somewhat tech savvy enough to like understand it. Maybe not. Actually, I don't know, because they advertise that they have every game on it, which not legal. That's not legal at all. That's the whole thing that Soulja Boy got into trouble with his fucking Soulja. What was the name? Soulja Boy Game Station or whatever. You can't be selling them with games on it. And Anbernic on their website does not sell them with games on it, at least to my knowledge. I don't know. I've never bought it off of their website directly. I only got this off the TikTok shop. I could tell you if I get another one, it's going directly from the Anbernic website. I'm not using the TikTok shop at all. it was kind of like a shitty experience. It could be because I did this early on in the TikTok shop, but I bought it and then I didn't get any tracking information for it for weeks and weeks. And I understood that it was coming from China. It's a dropship product, but like nothing. There was no information whatsoever until like a few days before I got it. I got the notification that it arrived in America. So I spent like multiple weeks being like, did I get scammed? Like, is this real? Did I even get this? And that's really what it boils down to, is TikTok seems like a scam. Every TikTok shop seems like a scam, whether it be an Ambernick device, a Mio Mini device, an Arzopa portable monitor. It all seems scammy. And that led me to researching, how are these people selling these devices for so cheap? Because most of the TikToks I've seen, they're selling the Ambernick at cost, or seemingly at cost. It's the whole like Black Friday deal where they'll list it at like $100 and then it's on sale for like $30. Very clearly like $30 is the real price, but $100 is the price that they set, trying to make it seem like, oh, the sale is limited, you have to buy it now. And then you look next week and the sale is still going on. And you look in the week after that, the sale is still going on. It never ends because that's the actual price. But then I found out through my research that TikTok is the one that's that's paying for the sales. So when a creator or a seller, I guess, drop shipper, best term to use, puts a product on the TikTok shop, when they list it on sale, TikTok pays them the full price of the product, not counting the sale. So if they list something for $100, put it at a sale price of $40, TikTok will pay them $100 for that item. So basically they are scamming TikTok in a way. That's why everything is being drop shipped, and that's how these people can sell all of their items at cost. Basically, they are selling it at cost but still making like double the amount of profit. They also have affiliate programs where you can choose a product that's already on the TikTok shop and just like promote it in your TikToks, and then anybody that buys it through the link in your TikTok, you get a cut of it. Affiliate marketing has been like a thing forever. That's another thing. So that promotes more creators to create more videos. Even if they are not the person directly selling it, they are getting money off of it. And it's just caused TikTok to just completely collapse. I'd say the breakdown of items, and this is just based on, there's no actual math here, this is just based on my brain. I'd say 50% of the platform is TikTok shop stuff. 40% of the platform is copied TikToks, like old TikToks from 2020, 2021, 2022, being recycled and stitched together with another video, either Subway Surfer or some like weird how-to video, or somebody doing very poor woodworking skills, or just like a number of different like craft videos. It's like how-to craft videos stitched with people's original content, but it's content from like years ago, and the creators of that content usually, or at least some of them, are already pretty big on the platform, so they don't have time to go and like bother TikTok with like, hey, this person's just reposting my video from years ago. They already got their bag and got out. So that leaves 10%. I'd say another 5% of that 10% that's left over is original content, and then the last 5% is schizo content, and that's my bag. I love that stuff. That's what's really causing the brain rot. That 5% is powerful. A thing I like to do when I find these shops is to look at the comments, because a majority of the comments have caught on and are like, this guy's selling out, like, oh, this sucks. There's one creator in general that I actually used to watch a lot of his stuff, and then I just was like, nah. It's 1980s Gamer, I believe his thing. He has millions of followers on TikTok, but he has a second account that he sells stuff on called More 1980s Gamer, and a bunch of the comments that I've seen at least are like, you're selling out, dude, like go back to your original content, which I feel bad for him in a way, because he has been continuing his original channel and making original content. He doesn't sell stuff on his main channel, but TikTok only promotes his second channel where he's selling stuff. So people are only seeing his things where he's shelling out Arzopa monitors, shelling out this like weird screwdriver thing, and shelling out like Ambernic devices. So he gets a lot of hate of like, you're a sellout, I miss your old content, whereas his old content never went anywhere. He's still making it. Although I will say the frequency of it went down significantly. He posts a video on his main channel, a TikTok, and they're usually like 20-second long TikToks. He posts like every 2 to 3 weeks, whereas before he was posting multiple times a week. Probably because he's making more money selling stuff. But yeah, it just creates a platform where it's just commercials. We are only watching commercials at this point, and it's not even good commercials. It's all amateur commercials. Like if you turned on your TV back in like the early 2000s and you saw just a guy like filming in his basement being like, look at this thing I got, isn't this so cool, and then doing a lot of quick zooms on it and being like, whoa, I can't live without this, you change the channel. We kind of went, as a society, went like a little backwards when it came to advertising. We were seeing a lot of advertisements in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and then you see the creation of TiVo, or DVR for the young kids, where you can pause TV. So a lot of people would pause when the commercials would come on and then just fast forward to them. Still like take a break, but you don't get to see them. So we went from lots of commercials to not being able to, or not seeing a lot of commercials, to now we are only seeing commercials in everything. Social media is only there to sell you things. It originally was to connect people, and you can still connect with people on social media. I've met a lot of wonderful people through social media. It's all morally bankrupt. We are only seeing advertisements, and it's kind of sad, especially with TikTok, because I hopped on the TikTok train in 2020, a little before the pandemic. It was all furries and cringy kids, and it basically people from Musical.ly who didn't understand how to TikTok yet. It was still new. Everyone was still just pretending it was Musical.ly. And I was one of those people that was like, that's cringe. Musical.ly was cringe. This is cringe. And then it got its fangs in me. I downloaded it and I haven't stopped looking at it every day. I can't think of a day in the past 3 years where I have not looked at TikTok. And that's kind of scary to me. Yeah, I don't know. I might delete it, to be honest. I am sick of it. Like, all they have to do is not show shop stuff on the For You page. But of course, it's all money based. TikTok wants to make money. But it's just awful. I wish you could just have a filter for it. I don't want to buy stuff. I don't want anything. I don't want to put my credit card into the sketchy app. Because TikTok has just become a sketchy app at this point. Every third thing is a fucking ad or a person trying to sell shit to you. It just lost all of its appeal. This whole video sparked because I saw a comment that just said TikTok is commercials. I wish I could remember where I saw that comment, but it just got it's like I put the glasses on from They Live. It's like I saw the Matrix code. I was like, oh my God, it is all commercials. Like, I stopped having fun with TikTok a while ago, but now it's kind of like a bad habit. It's a drug habit at this point, where I know I don't enjoy it. I don't get any fun out of it. I see maybe out of 10,000 TikToks I see, one of them I like. Whereas before it was like I would like maybe 20 out of every like 100 TikToks I would see. And TikTok Shop was the catalyst for that. It just completely went downhill from there. And it's a reason why YouTube Shorts and Reels has kind of taken off more. Reels, YouTube Shorts is kind of still lame. This is a mini rant. All YouTube has to do to fix YouTube Shorts is make it easier to upload to YouTube Shorts. Because there's been multiple times where I've uploaded to YouTube Shorts and it just posts as a regular video. And I'm like, why is it doing that? And there's no option to change that. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to do a little mini rant about this because it's kind of sad that TikTok went from like this very cool new thing to now everyone copied it to now it's the worst version of it. The copies of it are now better. Snapchat kind of had the same thing happen to it, where I'd say Instagram stories is way better than Snapchat stories, even though Snapchat originated it. I couldn't imagine loading up Snapchat right now. It would be a nightmare. Let me know what you think of TikTok in the comments. What's your favorite advertisement you've gotten on TikTok? I guess mine is the one that made me buy this. I don't remember what it was specifically, but I was already in the market for one of these, so it kind of worked out. And also, before I broke this device, fantastic, would highly recommend. Maybe look for the Plus version on Ambernick's website. I haven't tried any of their other stuff, but if you just like playing like old Pokemon games or old JRPGs, perfect. 10 out of 10. Maybe if they made it a little bit more sturdy, because God, I dropped it. It's like comical how low my couch is that I dropped it off of. But anyway, leave down in the comments your favorite TikTok commercial, TikTok shop ad, whatever you got from TikTok, or your least favorite. And just leave your opinion down below. If you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like this, thanks for watching all the way until now, I guess. I don't know. But I'm Hugh, and until next time, peace out.